We talk a lot about the damage caused by the absent father, the man who walks out the door and never comes back. But there is a silent epidemic that is destroying the next generation right under our own roofs. It's the passive father, the man who is physically in the room, but emotionally a million miles away. He provides a paycheck, he sits on the couch, but he offers no guidance, no discipline, and no emotional anchor. If you think just being there is enough for your child, you are dead wrong. Today, we need to have a serious conversation about what a father's silence actually does to a child's mind, their identity, and their future. It's time to step up. Welcome back. If you're here, it's because you take the job of fatherhood seriously. You understand that raising a child isn't a passive activity. But society has conditioned a lot of men to believe that as long as they aren't screaming at their kids or leaving the family, they're doing a good job. We've set the bar at the floor. Let's look at the hard truth of what happens when a father decides to just exist in the background. Children do not interpret a father's passivity as dad is just tired. They interpret it as rejection. When you withhold your emotional involvement, you are leaving a void. Psychological research is crystal clear on this. Children with emotionally unavailable fathers show significantly higher rates of anxiety, depression, and profound loneliness. When a father doesn't engage, when he doesn't enforce boundaries, or when he outsources all the parenting to the mother, the child's world becomes unstable. They lack the paternal guidance required to navigate social emotional challenges. Your silence teaches them that their thoughts, their fears, and their achievements aren't worth your time. And they will carry that core wound of rejection into every relationship they build as adults. A father acts as a mirror for his child. When a child looks at you, they are looking for validation of who they are and who they can become. Without an active, involved father, that mirror is shattered. Studies show that a lack of paternal involvement directly leads to weaker self-esteem and confusion about identity. They struggle with a low sense of belonging. If you aren't actively modeling how a strong, principled adult operates, how to handle stress, how to treat others, how to regulate anger, they will learn it from the worst possible places: the internet, their peers, culture. When a father is passive, he forfeits his right to lead, and he leaves his child completely defenseless against a world that wants to tear them down. This isn't just about hurt feelings, it's biological. We now have the data to prove that chronic emotional absence from a father alters a child's physical stress response. Research actually shows that father loss or extreme low involvement is associated with biological stress markers. We are talking about shortened telomeres in children, a cellular marker of chronic stress and aging. Your passivity puts their nervous system into a state of chronic vulnerability. They become more prone to behavioral problems, school disengagement, and even self-harm, simply because they do not have a father actively helping them regulate their environment. By choosing comfort over engagement, you're actively wiring your child for a harder life. So what do? We break the cycle. Being an active father means getting off the sidelines. It means initiating the difficult conversations. It means setting strict, loving boundaries and holding the line, even when you are exhausted from a long day at work. It means looking your child in the eye and letting them know exactly where they stand, what is expected of them, and that you are in the trenches with them. You are not a babysitter. You are a father. Your child doesn't need a passive roommate. They need a leader. They need you. If you recognized yourself in any part of this video, today is the day it changes. I want you to go down to the pinned comment right now. I've left a question there about the biggest challenge you face in staying actively engaged with your kids. Let's have a real conversation in the comments. Subscribe if you are committed to raising strong children and breaking generational curses. I'll see you in the next one.